All right, so we're going to set up for the hollow hold. Now the hollow hold is a very important exercise because it teaches two very important things. One, it teaches proper core control in terms of balancing out the pelvis and holding the hips nice and neutral. And then number two, it teaches total body tension. So we want to be able to create tension all the way from our feet all the way up to our hands. Total body tension is important because this is how we transmit force through our body. And tension in our body is created by the stabilizing muscles, which is different than the prime movers. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to lay down on our back. And what we want to do is press our low back into the ground, making contact with it. Naturally, you'll feel your low back arch up. Okay, and so what we want to do is contract our abdominals by pushing our low back into the ground. Next step is we're going to take our feet and we're going to aim to have our heels directly over top of our hips with our knees locked out in a nice straight line. Now, this may not be available with everybody, so we can always start by bending the knees. This may be a little bit easier, especially if you're very tight in your hamstrings or the back of your legs. So, legs are nice and straight, low back's into the ground, and then we're going to bring our shoulders up, lift our shoulder blades up, and that'll increase the contact of the pressure in the low back and the ground. Now, I can already feel my abdominals, my midsection is quite tight already. So now what we're going to do is, just like the legs, we're going to bring our hands up over top. And we don't want our hands just down low, we want to be reaching up nice and high. So now in this position, all we're going to do is slowly begin to open back up. Now, as you begin to open up, you're going to get to a point where it's going to want to pop off the ground. And what we want to do is get to the point where we're furthest extended as possible, but with the priority of keeping the low back into the ground. Now, if you're just starting out, it may be like this. We're in this position, knees are bent, and what we're going to slowly do to progress is slowly work on straightening out our legs as we get better and better. If you can get your legs straight and your arms up, then we'll open up. Now, for some people it may be here, for some we may be able to work all the way out. But in this position, my low back's into the ground and I'm stretching as long and as tall as possible. And all we want to do is slowly over time progress to getting further and further open.